there, and welcome to Neophyte.tv, the technology show for the not-so-geeky. My name's Tiffany Young.
And I'm Ben Friedman, and here we are at CES 2009, Day 2. That's right, Day 2. Yesterday was the setting up day and the press day CES unveiled, but today is the real deal, and there are 2,700 booths here.
Can you believe it? 2,700, that's amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. And by the way, STM bags, good job. We've gotten lots of compliments on your bags, and there's tons of bags here, so good job.
Yeah, we have a lot of people who see our bags and like, where can we get some of those bags?
Like STM?
We're like, stmbags.com.
So thank you.
So we'll be right back with more of Day 2 at CES in just 30 seconds, so please stay tuned. And here we are with Jim Barry, who is the digital answer man for the Consumer Electronics Association, the association that puts on CES. And it's a beautiful show you put together once again this year. Tell me a little bit, there was a lot of rumors about attendance being down. I know in some other shows it may be down, but it looks pretty busy here. What are you saying for attendance numbers?
Well, it does look busy. We expect it to be off some. We're not immune to the economic situation. We still expect to be 125 to 130,000 people. There'll be about 2,700 exhibitors. That's more than 30 football fields of exhibits, as you will find out as you walk. It's a big show, so it's down a little bit from last year, but it'll still be the third largest international consumer electronics show we've ever had. And it is every January here in Las Vegas. It's the center of the digital universe, or as some folks like to call it, the toy department of the information age.
Now, let me ask you, what are you hearing from the exhibitors about how they're feeling about the next year's worth of economy? I know that a lot of people are sort of talking down the economy a bit and saying that it's going into a recession. Are they expecting to sell big? Have you seen the booth size shrinking at all?
Well, some have shrunk a bit, and there's no doubt we're in a recession, but electronics really have the potential to lead us out of a recession because the prices are terrific. Prices get lower in electronics, and that's not true in almost any other product category. Also, we really like what they do for us. They can be terrific entertainment, and they can be a lower priced entertainment than going out to the movies, for instance. So I think electronics have the potential to be a bright light in this difficult economy. We at the Consumer Electronics Association are expecting sales to be about the same as last year, which is a lot. It's $171 billion here in the US.
Last question, Jim. I know every year I've come to CES, there's always seems to be an overriding theme of the show. 2 or 3 years ago it was MP3 players, a couple years ago LCD TVs. If you had to put your finger on what was the theme, what's the big news coming out of this show, what would you say that was?
Well, I'd really talk about 3 things. One would be thin, not talking about me, talking about
that's obviously you weren't at the buffet this morning.
The television sets. Thin, convergence, the internet and television coming together into one indistinct medium. And another thing would be green. We have a lot of green products here. We have recyclable products, and we have stuff that will save you energy. So I'd look at both thin, I'd look at green, and you'll see a lot of very cool stuff.
Very cool. Jim, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
So here we are at a tiny little booth with a company that I'd never heard of before, Microsoft. Yeah, a very small little area you got set up here with Jerry Coe. And Jerry, I know that a couple years back Windows Vista came out. I was a big Windows XP user. Vista to me, seemed to put a couple of things in my way, like user account control and some of the security features. I know that Microsoft listens to its user base. Tell me what we can expect for this new operating system now, Windows 7.
Right. I think we've spent a lot of time basically looking at how users actually manage their Windows, use all their Windows on the system, and have tried to make everything much more efficient and basically at their fingertips. So that if users want to basically access a file on the machine, they can now directly click on it and it's one click away. In a lot of cases, we also listen to users who basically had complaints about user account control and quieten down the system so that they will not have to basically kind of deal with it as often, but we'll still get a lot of the security coverage that basically UAC gave you. So in terms of that, and in terms of like other home networking features that we have, like home groups, we allow you to basically easily set up multiple machines in the home and gain access to files and folders on other machines, and also kind of playback media on other devices in the home, like Xboxes, Roku devices. We think that the combination actually gives users a lot of ways to use their content at home, but also just be able to use Windows the way they want to use it every day.
Let me ask you this. I know when Vista was first announced, a big concern a lot of people is my current hardware isn't going to be fast enough to do all the cool things that Windows Vista does.
Right.
If I buy or upgrade to Windows 7, am I going to need to buy a whole new computer again?
So Windows 7, actually, we've done a lot of work optimizing the hardware and software to basically make sure that not only device manufacturers actually work new machines that work well, but we're much more efficient in using the RAM and the CPU on the system. So Windows 7 runs really well on netbooks. Netbooks that are basically 1 gig of memory runs Windows 7 really well, and you can actually do all the major functionalities. You can even have all the rich UI by running Windows 7. So we envision that a lot of people who have hardware that's been like purchased in the last 2 years will be able to run Windows 7 really well.
So I know that the Windows 7 beta is out to the developer community now, but when should the folks at home be able to expect to maybe get a copy of Windows 7 on their computer?
Windows 7 will be available publicly tomorrow on Friday to everybody who basically goes to windows.com. Today it's just available to MSDN and TechNet subscribers.
Now,
but
that's the beta you're talking about?
Correct.
So the beta is coming out tomorrow to the general public?
Yes, correct.
And if somebody wants, to wait for the full retail version, when are they expecting? I know you can't give me an exact ship date, but could you know like third quarter or fourth quarter when?
What we're doing is that basically we're trying to get as much feedback and as much users using the beta so we can actually make sure that we get any of the kinks out of the system and then release it. Because the big thing of Windows 7 is we want to make sure that it's the best release of the operating system that we've ever done. And we listen to all users and make sure that we want to do the right thing. So use the beta, give us your feedback so that we know when we can release it.
Well, that's fantastic. I know a lot of people are out there are looking forward to upgrading to Windows 7. Jerry Ko from Microsoft, thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
So here we are at Samsung. You know, they say the average teenager watches about 40 hours of television a week. At Samsung, you can watch them all at once.
So here we are at the NBC Universal booth, and this is their new display stand technology where in 360 degrees, everyone around your house can actually be watching a different channel. But be warned, my fellow citizen, that when the machines take over and the end of the world comes, this is the form that it's going to take. So you see this on the street, run, don't walk.
So I'm here with Mike O'Keefe with 3M with an amazing product. This booth stopped me in my tracks. Tell me about your product.
All right, this is 3M's new mobile projection engine, which I'm showing here. And what it is, it's an incredibly small projector that can be built into any handheld device.
Wow.
Yeah, so last year at this time at CES, we introduced our first generation technology, and that product showed up in the market in the second half of '08.
Yeah.
Now we're showing our new generation, which is brighter, more vivid color, and it's smaller, and it consumes less battery power. So it's even easier to integrate into products, and we'll see it in 2009 in products.
Okay, so what's so incredibly cool about this, instead of, having your cell phone out and flipping through your photos going, hey, look at, here's my baby, here's my mom, whatever, you can point it at the wall and say, hey, vacation photos from last year, here they are, flip, flip, flip. You can watch and stream video on the wall, right? So you have a TV with you.
Yeah, it's awesome, and you don't have to worry about carrying cables. You don't have to worry about, am I going to be able to plug my camera into something or printing out photos? It's always there. And just find a wall, boom, go.
Yeah, and look how tiny it is.
Yeah, you can see the profile.
Yeah.
It's only 10 millimeters thick, and it can go basically anywhere. This is the actual guts, the engine.
Ah, I see.
So you can imagine that can be built into just about anything.
Yeah, definitely. It's not that big, that's for sure. Okay, Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time, and I can't wait to incorporate this product into my cell phone.
Excellent.
Thanks.
So we've come to this little booth by a company called Sony that I've heard of once or twice before. This is Matt Crocker from Sony Electronics. Matt, I know there's a brand new small PC that you're showing off here, but I haven't been able to find it anywhere. Can you help me find it?
You haven't been able to find it because I've been carrying it on me the entire time.
Oh my goodness.
This is the new Vio P-Series Lifestyle PC. 1.4 pounds, less than 1 inch thin, fully functional Vista-based PC you can take anywhere with you. Some of the cool features on this include full wireless WAN capabilities through Verizon, as well as GPS functionality built into the unit. Now you probably noticed the shape and the design, it's a little different. There's a very good reason behind that. You see this keyboard is actually a large keyboard even for how small the unit is. We designed the unit around the keyboard, making sure it was still a easy and luxurious typing experience. Well, while doing that, you can see we also get a much larger screen. What that accomplishes is two things primarily. First, better web browsing experience. You don't have to scroll from side to side in order to check out web windows or anything like that. But also, you can have two windows open side by side and still view them in their entirety. Very cool, very lightweight, very powerful, communication anywhere, and stylish.
You know, I'm getting the idea, Matt. You may have said that once or twice before.
Once or twice before.
Do you mind if I hold it here?
No,
Holy cow, this is, I mean, that is a really light PC. And take a look at the edge on here. I mean, that is thin and light. It's the VAIO P series?
VAIO P series Lifestyle PC.
Lifestyle PC.
Absolutely.
And is it available now?
It is available for pre-order today, and it will start shipping the beginning of February.
And can you give me an idea as to the price point?
There are going to be 3 different models. The starting price point is going to be $899, and that'll come with a standard 60 gig hard drive with G-sensor shock protection on it, so for any sudden movement, it's going to protect the hard drive. We also have a 64 gig solid state model that's going to be going for $1199, and a 128 gig solid state model on the hard drive going for $1499.
And I see it has a camera in the front here too for video conferencing.
Yes, it does. Motion eye camera, web conferencing. Actually, within one of the cool features, they have a Skype feature built in. Real quickly, I'll show it to you. If you were to press that button while the computer is off, you'd go into a quick launch operating system that mimics the cross-media bar that you're used to on like a PlayStation Portable or PSP, giving you access to your photos, your videos, your music, but most importantly, it gives you access to the internet, Skype, and instant messaging without booting all the way into Windows. That boots up in as little as 20 seconds.
It's the Sony VAIO P Lifestyle computer.
That is correct.
From Sony. Matt Crocker, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Guy Mark Hoop from D-Box, and this is a fantastic booth. Wow, tell me about your product.
Well, we're adding a new dimension to gaming and home entertainment. So we actually have here a new gaming application. What we're actually doing is that we create motion simulators for gaming, home theater, and commercial theater applications.
This is fantastic. Hey, Ben, how you doing down there?
Oh my God, sorry. It's actually like driving to work with Tiffany every day. It's crazy.
This looks like so much fun, and they have special products too. So if you don't like the whole gaming console look, they also have something that's more home theater-ish with a plush leather seating. Also, I heard that there was something about a new press release that came out this morning.
Well, we actually had 2 press releases this morning. One about this exact product, which is the GPH 120. It's a new hybrid system that actually do both gaming applications and home theater applications. But we also had another press release this morning about our new commercial theater applications. We're actually going to be in the Man Theater in LA with our new commercial theater chairs.
So theater in general has a whole new meaning when you're actually going to a movie and you feel like you're in it. It's almost like 3D but with motion.
It's like living the action, actually.
Yeah, that is so incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So that was day 2 here at CES 2009, our second week of coverage. Remember, we have 4 weeks of coverage, so please do come back for 2 more weeks.
And we're having so much fun. There's so much to see here. Lots of different booths, lots of energy, lots of people excited about the products they're seeing.
So once again, we want to thank STM Bags for bringing us here. Wonderful bags from wonderful people, actually. They're great guys. Yeah, and go to our website, www.neo-fight.tv. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think of what you've seen here and what you want to see in upcoming episodes, too.
And next year, do you have any ideas on what can be improved from this year, even?
And if you have an extra 30 seconds, take a look at this.
Hey, I'm Andy Walker. Have you just bought a new computer with Windows Vista on it? Or maybe you've got an old XP computer that you're upgraded. Well, we've just created an amazing new DVD that'll teach you everything you need to know about the new operating system from Microsoft. It's called Getting Started with Windows Vista. In this DVD, there are 3 sections. One is out of the box, what you need to know as soon as you start up Vista. Number 2 is Vista Essentials, things you need to know every day to make your computer experience amazing. Antivirus, security, all kinds of new features that Vista offers. And finally, geek tips and tricks, things you need to know that nobody else will have told you to make you a Vista guru. For more information, check out our website at gettingstartedvideo.com.